Good evening, everybody. It's me, Alex from Vulture Culture, and I am so pumped for tonight, for we will be getting into the darkness. This is the first time I've been making music live on the internet for a while. I've done it before, but it's always a little fun but kind of spooky the first few minutes while I'm getting started because obviously it's kind of like a vulnerable thing, but it's going to be great tonight. So excited. How's it going, Ryan and Nikki? Are you feeling okay, Ryan? And Nikki, you are my hero. Tiffany, how are you, my dear? I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you for a bit. And Jathan, thanks for hanging out, man. Welcome to the stream. And yes, it will replay. So if you miss anything, feel free to watch this video later. It will be up on YouTube indefinitely. So how's everybody doing tonight? Well, last night, yes, you were coughing your shit up last night. Hey, Mighty Pinto, how's it going, man? Good to see you 2 nights in a row. Yeah, so this is going to be really exciting. You guys can see that I have a second camera set up here. And I have my Roland JD800 set up as a MIDI controller for Undercurrent, which is the most over-the-top MIDI controller money could buy, for sure. Tired, but getting by. Big mood, Tiffany. I feel that deeply within my soul. Yeah, Ryan, I hope you get better soon. That's creeping me out, man. I don't want you to be hurting. How do you feel? I mean, on alcohol and Dayquil is a pretty good combo. Oh my god, bad why and lingering anger from last night. I love that so much, Nikki. It was so great to hang out with you guys, and especially you, Mighty Pinto. It was so great to finally meet you in person. Just the coolest thing that we were able to meet through YouTube, but actually meet in person. Doesn't get better than that. So, yeah. So, anyways, while we're waiting for a few more people to show up, tonight, I'm going to be drinking to celebrate the last stream before Halloween. So sad. Can't believe 2 months have already gone by. But I'm hitting my favorite beer from last year of the pumpkin beers, which would be Gourd's Gone Wild. This is made right here in Florida, Tampa Bay Brewing Company. It was my favorite pumpkin beer of last year. This one's big on vanilla. It's kind of sweet. I don't know what the ABV is. Let's see. It's a family-owned, certified independent craft beer. Do I have a ABV anywhere? 6%, not that high, but it rocks so much. And shout-outs to my boy Dan, who works for Tampa Bay Brewing Company. Guy's always down to party. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope tonight's as much fun for you guys as it is for me. And yeah, we'll be getting started soon. So cheers. So, this year, it definitely got unthroned by Warlock. It became usurped by Warlock, which is just an incredible pumpkin stout, Imperial Pumpkin Stout, my new favorite pumpkin beer. But this is definitely a close second. Really awesome beer. So, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, thank you, Mom! Oh yeah, so it should be fun tonight. So, let's go over a little bit of what tonight's going to look like. So, I did some reviews for Spectrasonics' new products that came out last week, and they're the fastest growing videos I've ever had on my channel. They came out with 4 new products, but one of them in particular appealed to me, and that is Undercurrent, and it is a dark cinematic scoring. I'm going to call it an instrument. So I didn't call them instruments in my reviews, but that's really what the Sonic Extensions are. That's a more accurate way to describe them than just a sound library, which is I think why a lot of people are like, they're kind of expensive, and I'm like, not really, not for everything you get. So it was a short review, shorter than 20 minutes, which included like my opinions on it and going through the effects. And so a lot of people I think are going to be interested in getting a deeper dive into what these instruments sound like, and not just that, but how a real person interacts with them. Spectrasonics. Hey, how's it going, Spectrasonics? That's crazy. I was just gonna say, you guys make really great promo videos for your products, but I think a lot of people just want to see, okay, so once you strip away some of the polish, like what's it like to actually use this thing? And so I've actually done my best to not touch Undercurrent at all since I recorded that review last week. That way, there's still some surprises for me, and we can see what it's like to actually go through and make a song with this product live. Now, a couple of people on the forums already hit me for this, and they're like, you're doing everything start to finish from scratch? Like, you're not going to use any compressors, you're not going to use any other plugins other than Undercurrent, and of course, that doesn't make any sense, right? So what I did was I picked a tempo, a key, and I programmed out some drums for this track already. That way we can focus on synthesis, we can focus on the product Undercurrent and how it sounds. I could easily spend an entire stream just doing drums. I've done it before. So to head off everybody who might be like, well, you're not doing it from scratch, in the link of this video in the description, I posted a link to a video I did in 2018 for how I produced all the drums for the track Ashes of Stars with Miss FD. So go watch that if you want to see how I process drums, as that's an entire thing. We could do multiple streams just on a snare drum, right? And also, if anybody really wants to see the entire process, I actually recorded a whole EP live on Twitch back in 2016. And so I put a link in the description of this video too, of me recording the entire Dreamscapes EP on Twitch, the YouTube VODs of that. So if anybody's like, gotta see the whole process, or you want to learn some of the stuff that I'm not going to cover in this video, those are good resources. Production value is not quite what it is nowadays, but still really good. So, yeah. We'll give everybody just a couple more minutes to show up, and then we'll get going. What else are we going to do tonight? So we're going to be exploring Undercurrent, which is so exciting. It's just such a cool, out-of-this-world product. And then we're also going to be shooting. I have a second camera set up in my JD800, and we're going to shoot me actually playing the parts for the song. That way we can have some footage for maybe something of a music video once we get the whole song done. And speaking of Miss FD, how are you doing, my dear? Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. For those of you guys who haven't yet, please give it Miss FD a subscribe to her channel. Check out her music. She is been a hero of mine for the longest time, and I get the pleasure of working on music with her now, which has just been one of the greatest things in my life. So thank you, FD. Love you. And Miss FD, that's my mom. Hey, how's it going, Rocky Mountain? So excited to have you here for the stream, too. This should be a lot of fun. And I don't know how much you've messed around with Undercurrent, but you guys might be able to teach me a thing or two, because, like I said, I've actually deliberately not spent a lot of time with Undercurrent, so that I don't know how to do everything yet. And I still can be surprised. And I kind of want to pressure test the Sonic Extension, because, you know, I think that's a thing people want to know about, is like, how's this thing actually perform? And can I use it to do everything in a song? Like I said, I've got the drums done ahead of time, but for everything else, you know, is it actually capable of doing leads and basses? Because we heard a million really awesome textures and clusters and pads and analog stuff, and just dark gloriousness from Ignacio Longo, the creator, the artisan of this product, in the promo video. But sometimes you just need a bass line, right? Or sometimes you just need, you know, a keys part. And so that'll be really fun to see how this works out. How's it going, Matt? Welcome to the stream, my friend. And we're gonna get started here right now, but just before I do, if you haven't yet, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot, helps me keep doing stuff like this on the internet. I always appreciate that sort of thing. So, cheers, guys. Appreciate all of you guys for hanging out. And without further ado, let's jump in. Alrighty. So, I'm using Reaper as a DAW, and let's get started here. So I'm going to pull up the first patch here, which is what you would get if you've already bought Undercurrent, is Modular Garden. And what this is it's actually a menu of all of these incredible modular synth sounds that Ignacio created. So just playing some stuff randomly real quick, just to give you guys an idea. Immediately gorgeous and awesome and dark and atmospheric and everything you could ever want. Let's see what's going on here. Be great for drum and bass this. Yeah, so the interesting thing is that, of course, a lot of drum and bass is very atmospheric. And I would say of the 4 new extensions, this would be arguably the atmospheric one. But let's get into the concept here real quick. So normally in a sound library, you'd pull up a patch like Modular Garden here, and that's the sound. It's a really great sound. But if I just hit the right arrow on my keyboard here, you can see that all of the knobs on the custom interface here just jumped. So now when I play basically the same notes, I'll play more or less what I was playing before. We get a completely new sound from what we had before. Deep space horror vibes, yes. It's definitely the most xenomorph friendly synth that there is right now, or Sonic Extension, or like I was saying before, basically it's an instrument. I think that's the most accurate way to describe this. And then if I just hit the arrow key again, you'll see that it moved to scene 3, and now we have a whole completely brand new sound. Just so delicious. And then we could keep going. And then scene 5. Wow, interesting the way that pitch bend is in there. Too cool. Yeah, so it's just out of this world, and we're going to be getting deep into this now. But I wanted to just play a little bit of the very opening patch of Modular Garden to give you guys a taste of this if you haven't checked it out yet. Yeah, there's some very Carpenter-esque shit in here, Mighty Pinto. Which, by the way, I'm going to be profanitizing a lot in my reviews. I did not, but I have the mouth of a sailor. Sorry, Mom. Blue Hour, glad you came out. Good to see you, man. Or lady, or a person in between. How you doing tonight?
That is one seriously perverted bitch.
Anonymous, thank you for the $20 donation. I'm pointing at an Sonic SQ80, which is what John Carpenter used to score a lot of his movies from the 80s. I believe this synth came out in 1987, which is the same year that the Roland D50 came out, which was Eric Persing's most, I would say his most famous synth that he worked on, or maybe not the most famous, that would probably be the Jupiter 8, but the one he was most involved in as far as like the stories go and everything. So that's this guy right here. Yeah, for me, it's really great to be interacting with a product that comes from the pedigree of someone who's worked on all of these synths from the 80s that I love. And of course, I set up my Roland JD800 to use tonight. Increasingly agitated. Yeah, so we'll just go real quick through some of the first few patches here, just to get an idea of what the instrument sounds like. But then I actually want to get moving and get the song going. So Troublesome Feelings here is really cool. Scene 3. And you can see that it's already got a pattern built in. I think it was... It's crazy that this is all one patch, you know? And then I think this was my favorite just because it's so aggressive. Oh my God. How's it going, Buckshot? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so you can see that every time we load up a new patch, there's a completely new custom interface. There's so much to cover here, guys. It's going to be a long one tonight. But so real quick, just using these 5 big knobs here, you can see that with this one patch, we have so much control. We can control the color of the amp. We can control the filter if we want to bring it down. Make it more a little bit more Hans Zimmer down here. Just saw Dune last night with all of you guys. We can change the pattern that's being played. So let's do that. Nice little pulse. Emphasis on the downbeat. How tough does that sound? Hey, Jackie Daggers, how's it going? So we have all of this control right off the bat. We can control the decay on that. Get it really tight. Combo with the filter. Now we're in, you know, action movie cinema land. Have control over the drive. You can actually clean it up pretty much. And it looks like we can turn a bit crusher on and off from right here. Control over the highs and lows here. You can really hear the noise layer that's in there. Control the echo, the time, the feedback, so we can bring that out probably. Bring it way up. Bring the feedback. And now you can really hear the ducking, which is a major feature in Underverb, which is the new incredible effect that they built for this instrument. So just so cool. Everybody's favorite is Jackie Daggers. Yeah, the synth is just out of control. Yeah, the halls of Valhalla. Yay. Oh my God. So good. Okay, so that's just been 2 patches so far. We've covered 2 patches. It's out of control. Lost in the Gloom. This is just beautiful. very velocity sensitive too. So when I go here and Hey, Mr. Hussey, how's it going, my friend? Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. Oh, you have already started a track with Lost in the Gloom? It really is. It's out of control. I'm so excited to hear it, FD. There's going to be a lot of undercurrent on probably both of our next records. So it's going to be really cool. It is gorgeous. So what's new, Mr. Hussey? I love that. Non-stop work and play, baby. That's the way to be. All right, so again, with the same patch, all I have to do is hit the button, and now we're already in scene 2 here. Hey! Thank you very much, Mom, for buying a t-shirt. I appreciate it, which is a good moment to point out, by the way, that I do sell merch, and I appreciate all of your... Anytime anybody buys a t-shirt or a coffee mug, or just hits me with a donation, it makes a huge difference on me being able to continue to do this every Wednesday night. You guys support the channel, and I really appreciate that very much. And a great way to support the channel, if you don't have any money right now, I never want anybody to feel obligated. Just share the video with your friends. That makes a huge difference because I make YouTube ad revenue now because of you guys. So that's a huge thing. So, yeah. Cool, Hussey. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Jackalee. It's out of control. Listen to how different this is. I have to move over here real quick. We've got this like kind of wonky piano sound from the same patch. Ridiculous. And of course, like, we get this wonderful Blade Runner-y type thing. I would just like to, for any synth people here, like, just listen to this reverb for a second, okay? Just appreciate that quality. One of the craziest things about all of the Sonic extensions is actually how much simpler they are than Omnisphere. I think that one of the incredible things about what they've done here, and I said this in one of my reviews, is I think they learned from the hardware integration that sometimes simplifying things down actually helps you get somewhere quicker. Omnisphere is so vast and so huge that for a lot of people, when they open it up, it's just so intimidating that they don't want to make their own sounds. It's much harder than, say, a Mini Moog or something like a Mini Moog, where you've got only so many options. What the Sonic extensions allow someone to do is it's like a gateway drug into programming Omnisphere, because you can make your own sound here. Like, we're not stuck with whatever patch the creator came up with, right? Like, we can control everything. So if I play again, but I want some more noise, right? We could really crank that noise up. We want it to be more windy. All right. If we wanted to get this pluckier, we could bring all this down. Bring the attack all the way down. So now we have a completely different type of sound, one that might not be replicated in the scenes. So simple. It is very, very ethereal. And it is it's so just out of control. we can actually amp this thing. So let's add a little bit of release and sustain back in. It's just so beautiful. Of course, we have control of the envelope depth here, so we could take that all the way out. We could have it be very, very bright. We can also control the velocity scaling here. So, for instance, you know, most vintage synths didn't have very much velocity control. So now whatever I press is very bright, whereas this would be more expressive. And we can save this as our own scene if we really like the sound, but of course we can just jump over here and hear whatever else they've come up with this one sound source. So incredible. I think this is the Blade Runner-y one. And so we can look at the info here. We can see Ignacio Longo, the incredible artisan here, recording sounds in secret tunnels under Los Angeles is how he created some of these sounds, which is just only Spectrasonics, right? And but anyways, if we really like this sound and we want to learn more what's going on, we can actually hit this custom controls button here. And now we're back in the usual Omnisphere setup, which should be familiar if you're used to Omnisphere. And you can see we're actually using an Omnisphere 2.5 or 2.0 somewhere. I don't remember which edition it came out in, but the Prophet 5 Sawtooth here with Harmonia. So that's controlling the detune. So we've got one voice up an octave here. And we can see that we also have this undercurrent cynical. So let's hear what that sounds like just on its own. So what we're listening to is some of the 7-point-something gigs worth of additional content that comes with this product. On its own, and then with the sawtooth in there. So this is the DSP saw, not a sample. And we have some noise here that's currently, I believe this is currently off. Yeah, you can see that down here it's off. And then we can see what's going on in the effects. So we have the amp that's currently turned off. So here's the sound with the amp on. So this is running through a Fender Blackface emulation. So we turn that off. We got a compressor, and then we have the under fire distortion unit. So without this, get very clean. But this is with it on. And you can see there's control over this output here. And then in the auxiliary effects, we have the aux return here, and we can see what's going on with under echo if we wanted to. Anyways, man, we've covered just 3 patches so far. So we probably need to pick up some momentum here if we're going to get to a complete song done in hopefully not too much time. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Hey, by the way, guys, please ask as many questions as you like. I'm going to be moving forward here and starting to work on actually composing the song. However, I'm more than willing to stop and answer any questions you guys have as we're going. What I'm going to do is actually move over into, let's see. So what's nice is we have these different categories here in which we can actually look at the patches, because there's literally hundreds of patches. So let's check out keyboards real quick. I'm looking for a pad that might be in synth long or pads and strings. Actually, let's go to pads and strings. That's where we should go. So let's start with Homesick, and we'll play through some patches and some scenes until we find one that I think will work well for the verse. So let's get... Whoa. What happened there? Okay, there we go. What's my genre? I would say that I'm somewhere in the industrial to... I don't know. Me and Miss FD have this conversation a couple of times. It's difficult to categorize either of our music. We're somewhere in the industrial space. We're somewhere in the EBM space. I have a little bit more of an EDM influence on my earlier records from about 10 years ago when I was a DJ. I started off as a club DJ and then moved into the whole synth world. So I'd say we're somewhere... Our music has some sort of dark thing going on, which is why Undercurrent's such a great match for us. Oh, this sounds very beautiful up here. It's a little slow for what I'm thinking, though. I need to be able to get through some changes. Gorgeous. It is sweet velvety darkness. Oh, this one's great. Whoa. All right. I played with Sherman Pad a bit in my review. So cool. That's the greatest compliment I've ever received, Jackie. All right, let's try Asheville Grains. Oh, wow, this is one of those like underwater sounding pads. Alright, so let's see how this actually sounds with the drums I have programmed. And like I said, if you want to see how I do the drums, there's a link to the description in the, there's a link in the description to the drums video I did for Ashes of Stars with Miss FD, so worth checking out. Alright, so it's a little slow for what I'm thinking. But maybe there's a faster version of it. We'll see. Here. And we'll edit the patch if we need to. Oh, that's even more like a choir. That one's faster. This could work. Scene 3 is awesome. I think we're going to go with that, but we'll check out 4 and 5 before we make any rash decisions. Awesome, but slow. When I'm saying by slow is I need to be able to get through chords relatively quickly. So if it has that long envelope time, which means it takes a while for the sound to get there, I won't be able to get the full crescendo of the sound before I swap to the next chord. And because I've kind of got some chords in mind, I know I want to be able to move somewhat quickly. So like this is a great soundscape. Like if you just want to hold some notes, right? This is so fascinating. It's honestly, Undercurrent is as interesting as the Wave Station to me, which is just like these just evolving pads. And by the way, we haven't even gotten to like, some of the stuff in here has like an evolve button or knob. I was rewatching the video with Ignacio. It's crazy. So anyway, scene 3 was really good. Let's pick an octave. wonder which will sound better with these drums. My intuition is we should start dark, but the up top just sounds so good. So we'll see. Oh, of course, yes, of course I could, Bucksnot. But I'm actually gonna just use the scenes for as long as I can, or use an arpeggiator. Yeah, Matt, that would also be a smart idea. It's just so beautiful up top. I'm not gonna be able to skip it. So let me minimize this really quick, so I can see here approximately how long I want these chords to go for. Alright, cool. So let's pop this back up. I like this sound. It's a pretty good pace for the thing. And what we'll do is we'll swap over here to the JD800 and let's record some passes. And this might take me a bit because I'm terrible. So just bear with me on this, okay? And like I said, this is so we have some cool footage for maybe a music video in the future. Wrong octave. Alright, I feel like that was sufficient. So now what we can do is we can actually just trim this MIDI item and drop it in the beginning here. And like I said, this is, oh, I need to change my mic here for a second. Let me go find this. Here we are. I accidentally recorded my voice. There's a setting in Reaper where I can set this to record disabled input monitoring only, and that will allow me to not record my voice accidentally when I do that. Oh, and I can hide this again so that we don't have it up on the screen. So let's check this out and see if this sounds right. Oh yeah. Yeah, Briscoe Park's photos are out of this world. What I'm going to do is check this out. That looks right. And we'll just borrow this MIDI here. What I've done is just taken that and arranged it out the way it should more or less sound. I'm going to glue these items together and fix this right here. And we could go through and we could quantize things very very tightly if we wanted to. And sometimes that's good for velocity. So you can see this is the velocity in Reaper. And a couple of these notes I hit a little soft. I'm going to just bring them up so that everything's kind of in the ballpark here. Looks like these notes are all a little hot. So why don't we actually bring these down a bit? There we go. So they're all kind of the same color, which is a way to know approximately how the velocity is. So let's check this out now that we have this. Actually delete this. Delete these guys overlapping here. Sorry, just cleaning this up so that I can use this. Whoopsie daisy. Delete a little too much. And like I said, it's not perfect, but I actually kind of like that about it. All right. Turn this down a little bit. And now we can actually get in here and control some of the stuff a bit. So, let me see here. Actually, everything looks pretty good. All I'm going to do is go into under echo here. And so now we're in the omnisphere, and I'm going to just turn up the ducking a bit. Let's open up the chorus here real quick and see what happens if we go up an octave here. I just want to hear how this sounds. Sounds cool, but I think it is better down low. Hey Matt, thanks for hanging out. This video will be up on the channel, so you can pick up right where you left off if you want to see the conclusion of this song. I will be finishing it tonight. At least all of the synthesis stuff. And yeah, so thank you for coming out. We do this every Wednesday at 9 p.m. my time, which is not your time. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your night to hang out with us. So thank you very much. Have a good one, okay? Yeah, down an octave was good. All right. So that's sufficient for now. I'm going to unrecord arm that, and I have a new instance of undercurrent here, or omnisphere, running undercurrent. I'm going to save too. My deepest fear is a blue screen of death, which is not impossible. All right. And so here we go. Here's a brand new version. And so now we're back to the first patch. Let us go to see let's see here. I want a lead sound. Well, let's check out echo signs. I think that's probably going to be the lead. There's a couple of other things, but I remember when I first heard this sound, this was the most captivating sound to me. It's just so beautiful. Isn't that ridiculously gorgeous? Makes me want to cry. Just ultimate gorgeousness. There's other scenes. We'll check them out. We can, so again, there's so much depth to this instrument. You can change the scenes after you've recorded the part. So I can record myself with this JD800 and then change everything about the sound after I've recorded that. So really, I know, Jackie, it's fucking amazing. So let's see what I could play with this over the top. I have a rough idea. faster. So good. Got erected that one. I know it is crazy, isn't it, FD? All right, I'm gonna loop the verse here. Oh yeah. That'll work. Let's go check out this chorus here. Alright, I think I know what I want to play, more or less. In this case, what I'm actually going to do is turn my click track on real quick. And I'll control the volume here so it's not super freaking loud. Don't want to blow your ears out. Just so I have a count in. That's the sound I want. Let's see over here. Alright. Found it. Poseidon's Lullaby? I'm not familiar with it, Ryan. But that makes sense because I've got a very Poseidon-esque beard going nowadays. Don't know how that happened. Let's record some footage of me playing this. And hopefully I don't fuck it up too bad. Let's see. That was okay, but I know I can get the timing tighter, so we have to do less quantizing. Last note there. I was on a roll. A little thing. Maybe I'll go for that low note right there at the end of the chorus. So let's back this shit up to the chorus here. And if I go into the metronome, I can pre-roll. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. Trust me, it's not interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think about the two different versions there? Does anybody have an opinion on that? I love that so much. Hey, how's it going, Orlando? Good to see you, my friend. You told me to release new music, so I'm working on it. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the low notes there? Or I could go really high. Why don't we try it out high? So I'm going to just do that same passage again, but we'll go high. What do you think? What do you think? Love the low notes? What about when I went high there at the end? I'm gonna play this back for you guys. I love it, Jathan. Awesome. I always appreciate everything that you guys do. All about the low notes. Everybody says the low notes are good. I'll give you guys a second in case there's a little too much latency here. I don't know. I kind of like it both ways. All right. Maybe later the high end and cut the velocity so there's just a whisper. I like it, Jackie. I'm going to do a pass from the beginning here to try to get more or less everything in here in one video take. At least up through maybe the second chorus. We'll see how far I can go without completely trashing it. So, we shall see. Timing. Try again. Yes, I love that Ryan and Jackie are on the same page here. Let's try again. We've got some good footage already, so I should probably be able to get, you know, we should be good to go. Just trying to get some footage here. But we'll see. Is this making music live on the internet? I could just fix it in post. Motherfucker! Alright, that's sufficient for the verse there. Why don't we get the chorus here? You should layer these frustrated yells in like fuck at the end. Yeah. That's a thing, by the way. Even though it's not listed as explicit, I do yell the word fuck in the bridge of Reality Fringe off of the 2013 record, The Minion Screams. I can do that, Ryan. All right, so we're going to just tackle the chorus here into verse 2, maybe into chorus 2. Something like that. All right, fuck it. That's good enough. I feel that that is a perfectly workable amount of footage, and I was honest with the MIDI. And so it should be fine. I'm going to just edit some of the notes here so I can split this up and duplicate this out. And yeah, we more or less have everything we could want here. Let's get rid of this note. You can see that in Reaper we can actually control... Why is this note so loud? So I am using a synthesizer from 1991 as a MIDI controller, which is kind of a crazy thing to do. So I suspect some of the velocity issues might have just to do with the fact that it's an old synth that is notorious for having keybed issues. But it's also the most beautiful synth that I have, at least in terms of how it looks. Oh, Maddie is hanging out near the phone to listen to your voice. Oh, I love Maddie so much. Maddie is Jackie's cat. Okay, so we actually have a pretty good amount of MIDI here. We can see if any of the other scenes are even more beautiful, but I love the first scene of this patch. I just think it's out of control. So let's check it out. This is a good example of too slow. Okay, 5 is actually more subdued, maybe? I think scene 1 is just perfect. We can actually turn it down a bit, though. Is there a high-pass filter? Octaves. Interesting. Oh, wow. Listen to that, guys. Wait, I want to... Oh, there was a duck control right here, and I missed it. Give it just a little bit of this higher octave to help it cut through, so we can actually turn it down. I'm definitely playing out of time up here. If anybody, it might seem like I'm the worst keyboardist ever, and I am. Don't get me wrong, I definitely am. But if you've never tried to play in time with a keyboard, it's actually incredibly hard to get it perfect. Because electronic music, the timing is so ridiculously tight. Oh, this is sounding fucking beautiful. God damn it. We've got 2... Oh, there's a issue here. Yep. Let's get rid of this MIDI note. And get rid of it here too. Okay, cool. Anyways, we got a pretty good thing going on here. I think I played this better the first time, more or less. So why don't we just borrow that MIDI? We got enough footage there, hopefully, to be able to piece together something of a music video for the song. All right, let's open up, let's save, so I don't blue screen, BSOD, and let us open up this new instance here. And we are going to go just to the Undercurrent library. Interestingly, it doesn't save that I was in the Undercurrent library. So what I want to find now, and let me move this so you guys can see it better, is a bass line sound for when the chorus comes in. I actually like that there isn't a bass in the verse, at least for verse 1. But once we get into the chorus, I need that deep sub bass to get you right in the fucking feels. So let's check out some of what Undercurrent has as far as the bass patches go. Oh, let's turn the autoplay off here. I hate that. Kind of a Reese thing. We could use this really deep one here. Got some really... Ooh, that one actually kind of fucks. Ooh. What do you guys think about this one? This one's pretty good. I just hate that I'm using like only the first few patches in this, but it's just they're all so good that it's hard to like pass them up. That's more of like a drum hit. Let's go to last switch and check this out. Just a really great sub bass. Hey, by the way, guys, you guys were awesome enough to buy these headphones for me. That's where some of your donations have gone. However, it's very hard to judge sub bass in headphones. I really would need my mastering studio speakers that are behind the camera here. So if this gets really bassy, that's because I can't necessarily perceive it in the same way as if I was in the room with it. So just a thing to think about. We got some really great ones. It's crazy how many patches there are in this. Woo! Same headphones as you, Jackie. But you guys did buy these for me back in 2018. That's pretty good. I still really liked Sudden Temblor Scene 4? I think that's what I want to go for. Which one did you like, Bucksnot? So I can try it again. I want to start... So, okay, Jackie, for the idea of what I have with the song right now in my head is I want to start with a sort of a dark, maybe a little bit of seething little sub-bass type thing to keep it kind of clean and beautiful. We might even clean this bass sound up a bit. This is my favorite so far, though, I think. It's got a lot of interest and movement to it. But I want to start with a kind of a pulled back sound. That way we can crescendo. And when we get to chorus 3 or so, we'll fucking right in the fucking face with some big gritty motherfucker. I can't help. I got to go check out Dark Circles here. Ooh, this one's really cool too. Fuck. I was hoping we could make a decision. Ooh. Try scene 4. So yes, you're right that we will get one that's big and vulture culture-y. But I want to start with something that's a little less crazy. Ooh, this could work really well. This is kind of like that cleaned up sound. I will absolutely check out Cracked Floor. I know, they are all great. Let's check out Cracked Floor for Nikki. Oh, that's counterintelligence. Cracked Floor. Ooh. That's like that res bass sound. Ooh. You do so much mid-tempo with this. Wow, interesting. It's crazy how much is in these. Ooh, Cracked Floor 5 sounds really good. Alright, I'm gonna fuck around and find out with this, Cracked Floor 5. Cracked Floor 5 sounds really good. I want to check it against Dusk Hours here. I think it was scene 1 that I liked. It's like it's got a little bit of a Reese bass type thing, which I'm a slut for. Let's fuck around and find out with this one. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I have to go with it. We'll check out, what was it, some sudden trembulator 4? You can select the patches with your mouse too, by the way. Let's try again. It's really good too. I fucking did. I think, what was it? Dark Circles 1 is what we're going to use. It's just so good. I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. I'm gonna fucking crank it up a little bit. All right, guys, let's record. We're gonna have the bass come in on the chorus. All right, I figured out the note. It did. It just spoke to me. Yeah. Oh. 5. That was also great though, Nikki. Like that would totally work. The problem with Undercurrent is it all sounds so good. Not that some of it sounds good, and so you pick out your favorite. You know, like I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on these synths, and they'll have like a couple of good sounds in them, and they're like the best at this particular sound in the world. But it's only a few sounds that they're particularly good at. Undercurrent is like everything sounds out of control. So, anyways, let's jump over to the JD800 cam and let's give it a shot. I can turn the... I think I should be able to turn this off here. Nope. No. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. Is slightly different over here, isn't it? Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. We'll just pick up from the chorus there. We clean up the MIDI if there's any issues. There doesn't appear to be. Here's a little tricksy little bastard. All right, and on this one, we're gonna just get rid of this. Sorry, guys. Making sure everything works. All right, we're gonna go back to chorus 2. Get this going. Oh my God. It's so good. I'm going to go through and edit this MIDI a little bit more than the other ones too, by the way, because, you know, baseline, want to get it tight. Everybody like tight. Whoopsie daisy. Anyways, I was recording totally the wrong parts here. You know, just fucking up like I usually do. Move this. Alright, that was sufficient. And I'm gonna move back to Reaper so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I fucked up and left this on loop, so I was recording over myself instead of where I wanted to be. But that's okay. I can fix this just by dragging this way. And deleting this and pulling this back. Question mark? Okay, we'll just do this then. Bring this over. Now, one thing I discovered while I was playing was that the way this patch works, you have to let go. If I re-trigger the patch too quickly, it doesn't re-trigger that wow sound. Well, maybe it does. Didn't seem like it while I was playing. So anyways, I'm going to go in here and we're going to just quantize this really tight so that there's no issues. In this case, it seems like I played pretty tight, which isn't surprising considering how absurdly simple the part is. But nevertheless, let's just really lock it in here. There we go. And we'll give it that space just in case. Because there's plenty of release in the sound. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll do the same thing here. Let's bring this back. Just one quarter note. And we can... Oh, let's not delete that one. Let's bring this... Nope. Gosh darn it, Alex. Control. There we go. Over here. Let's delete this note. Select everything. Quantize it. And then just make sure we have a little gap on these notes. Bring it back. Perfect. All right, so this should play back perfect now, more or less. Oh, we don't even need this here. Let's move it over here. Making sure everything works over here. Alrighty. Let's see how this sounds when it kicks in with the chorus. Hopefully this is still interesting. Satsu, how are you doing? Oh my god, everybody cheers to my motherfucker Satsu. How's it going? Alcohol. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, it really did speak to me, that bass line sound. All right, so let's see how this sounds so far. Oh, did the D800 VST drop? That's awesome. So you can actually get the VST version of the JD800 now in your DAW, which is sick because this is a very expensive, rare vintage synthesizer, but it's digital, so the VST should be more or less perfect. A perfect recreation of it. Versus analog recreations in VST form are always not exactly there. They're close, though. The Roland ones are great. I should do a review, but I kind of just am bored. I don't think I really care. All right, so that bass line is... I'm caught up in my headphones here. Just gorgeous. Just out of this world. Like, how do they do this? Oh my gosh. That is just absolutely upsettingly cool. And we've still only really used 3 patches. To give you guys an idea, my usual workflow, I could have 20 different patches in one song, easy. And I feel like, not like the song's done, but like, wow, like it's pretty intense how just all of the patches are so evocative and interesting that you don't need like an absurd number of them because they're so huge. So I think the next step would maybe be, so if you guys know me and my music, I don't like Arps. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I don't use arpeggiators in almost any of my songs. I feel like they kind of sound cheap and played out. However, this instrument has a lot of really cool ones. So maybe we should put an arp around verse 2 to sort of spice things up. But maybe before we do that, let's focus on the intro. Because right now we're just starting with the drums right here. I'm actually going to turn the pad down just a bit. Because even though it's gorgeous, it might be better if it's just a little hidden. My night's going great. I'm doing quite wonderful, Satsu. What's new with you? Let us go, I think, find a drone. Because I want to actually open this song up. I've left a little space here. You can see I've already set the markers out, so I have a basic idea of how I want the song to go. I want to find a drone, some sort of texture-y type thing. And then there's actually a lot of cinematic stuff like Transition FX, where it'll have like a reverse sound into a drop that we can use to kind of bring in that first part of the song. So we don't just start right into drums, but we have a little bit of space, a little something to bring it in. Yeah. Oh my God, Ryan, I totally agree. Like, this is just pure Lovecraft gorgeousness. I actually think like Lovecraftian is probably the best way to describe this instrument. It's so good. So anyways, we're going to open up now our 4th instance of Undercurrent. Pretty crazy that we're only on 4, but here we go. Whoopsie daisy. And we'll go to Sonic Extensions Undercurrent. We've got a couple of different categories that could be interesting. Textures playable and texture soundscape. Let's start, and then there's also noisescapes. Let's start with textures soundscape. So the difference in Omnisphere between these two categories, playable textures, well, I'll just pick one real quick so you guys can hear what it sounds like. Am I... Oh, I'm not recording. That was silly. So this is how this sounds. Ooh, that's got like that Lovecraftian vintage vibe. There's a little pitch bendiness in there. So the textures playable category will be in key. They'll remain in key so you can use them. Hey, how's it going? Kafkaspin. Something like that. What am I using for my drums? I use the free drum sampler Satala. And to actually process the drums, mostly I'm using Waves Factory Quantum, which is a new plugin that just came out, I think within the past month or so. It's a really cool plugin that allows you to separate the transient from the sustain of every sound that you're using and process them separately, which is part of how I got this really cool punchy yet atmospheric sound, hopefully. Drums are a bit of my specialty, and if you want to learn more about how I process drums, this stream is about Undercurrent, which is this instrument over here. However, in the description of this video, I left a link to how I did the drums in the song Ashes of Stars with Miss FD. And it's a video that shows my whole process of, generally speaking, how I go about getting awesome drum sounds. So I definitely check that out if you're interested in how I do my drums. Let's see here. I missed some stuff. Nothing new at the moment. Spend half of my day downsizing a storage unit. You say that casually, but that is not an easy thing to do. I've had to clean out a storage unit, and if it's a nice size, that can be quite a task. Tatsu. Got to do Neptune's Wake. Literally Poseidon's lullaby. I agree, Ryan. So anyways, the soundscape category, texture soundscape, are going to be less, they're going to be more chromatic, more noisy, harder to play in key. So we can try some of these out. So we got the cluster menu. So this is like some horror music shit, which is awesome. Currently a little too spooky for what I'm thinking of. Let's try Impending Doom. This could work as a drone, but it's almost a little too predictable. I'm sure there's probably something more interesting. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. I really appreciate that, Joe. I do a live stream every Wednesday at 9 EST. So thanks for coming and hanging out. We're going to be, we're working on a song right now. And right now I'm looking for a drone to start the song off, but you'll hear the whole song soon. Let's check out Active Brainwaves. Ooh, this is kind of more in the neighborhood of what I'm interested in. Where it's interesting. Let's check out some of the other scenes on this one. Ooh. Ooh, scene 2 is really good. Does that sound like a lot of bass to you guys? Like I said, it's hard for me to judge bass sometimes. It's a cool sound. Let's see what else we have. See, this is very chromatic. And what I mean by chromatic is not in key. So it's pretty atonal. Packed pretty high. Whew, that's a task. Barren Emptiness. The patch names are so good in this too, by the way. Ooh. Broken Cables in the Afterlife? Ooh, Brain Fog's really good. Ooh. Listen to that. Let's go to Broken Cables in the Afterlife. Ooh. This is pretty playable, actually. It's rather beautiful, I think. It's like pretty gnarly, but still playable. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a weird sound. Scene 2 was pretty out of control. Whoa. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Let's go back to Brain Fog real quick. Keep it weird. Yeah, Haunted Mansion vibes, yeah. Let's check out some of the scenes on this one. Oh my god, there's like a choir hidden in there. Wow, that one's creepy. I can't with how deep the evolution on some of these are. I think scene 4 is just too good. Let's see how long I have to go here. All right, I think I just want to go one time through that. I don't want to fuck around and spend too much time with that sound before we get into the intro here. We might even do some sort of filter modulation on the verse here. Bring a little of that verse sound in so we've got something to carry us into the beginning of the song. I know, how do they do that? I've noticed, okay, so let's open this up real quick. So we have this evolve button. So let's turn this off for a second so you can hear the difference. I do not understand how the evolve button works. This is no evolve. Now with evolve, that's how we get this. What's happening? You'd have to ask Ignacio. All right. This should be pretty easy for Daddy to record. So let's jump over to the JD800 here. And let's get it going. Oh, wait. Let's find the note. I found the note. Let's do it. Perfect. Perfect, Daddy. And so you can hear what we're doing, Joe, if you're still here. Out of time, Daddy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I think instead of quantizing that, I just want to fix if there's a particular note that's a little too fast or in or out. Woo! That's going to make me so happy every time. Anyways, we don't need to keep recording. I just was letting the song kind of play out a bit so everybody could hear it. Oh, I'm glad, Joseph. I'm glad you like it. It's getting there, baby. It's incredible what Omnisphere was able to do. Let's turn the volume down on this a bit. Yes, Ryan. Yeah, I was letting it go. Just... I love that transition, but I know we can do even better. So, we'll turn on Undercurrent 5. This is still only 4 tracks. We're starting with 5. Now, what I want to find, and I believe they exist in here somewhere. Let's serve. It seems like my processor's doing fine. I can actually hear it when it starts to get upset. Let's go and see if we can find a transitional effect. So we've got some here. And what I'm looking for, let's see, is this one of them? There's actually a bunch of risers and falls in Undercurrent. I wish they were all in the transitional effects category. It looks like they might be spaced out, but basically where you can control how long it builds and falls. So we'll see. These are more, I think these are more like horror textures. Wow, that reminds me of Dune, like just like a spooky monster industrial noise. A reverse crash, add something in the beginning. Exactly, Cyclone. That's actually what I'm looking to find. There's some in Undercurrent where it does like a, to a boom type thing. Now, I want to say circuit malfunction. When I was doing the review, I heard some of these sounds. And these are so cool. Oh, that was a rise and fall. Yeah, see, there's a rise and impact on this one, so. Whoa. That had big Dune vibes. Wow, that's crazy. Let's see what the other scenes are like. I know we can do even better are words that always lead into something fun and unexpected. Definitely. Yes, FD, that is so true. I'm a big fan of the reverse crash. Well, I use noise a lot. Ooh, that one's cool. Woof. These are intense. I was hoping to find something a little less crazy, so we'll see what we got. Kind of reminds me of a Hoover. Cool horror sound. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Bending scream. Jesus. Definitely feels like chronic pain. Yeah. Let's keep going here. Reminds me of, what is that song off of Dark Side of the Moon? Ooh, that one could work. It's amazing how the scenes are just as full of variety as the different patches. Agreed, Jackie. Ooh. The stress swoosh. Pretty good. Wow. I like the sound of this one. Wow, it's crazy how different it is on different pitches. I can't with the infinite variation here. I don't know, man. It's pretty good. This one might be it. Got some reverse sweep crash here. I don't know. I think scene 2. What we could do is we can take the rise time and make it longer. Like 8 beats. Maybe that will be good. This note at this pitch, something like that. Let me see here. 2, 3, 4. Why don't we give it a shot? Something like that. Interesting how much more intense the velocity is. Oh, jump over to the JD. Give it a shot. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. All right, right, Mom. It's just so good, isn't it, guys? I hate how awesome Undercurrent is. All right, so what I'm going to do for this MIDI item is go in here and make this note perfect, because I want it to be in perfect time with that drop. That should be sufficient. And I'm going to turn it down quite a bit because it is really loud right now. Yeah, something like that. Try it a little quieter, but I don't want to completely kill it. A little bit more, somewhere in there. Hey, Joseph, JFK, so nice to meet you, man. I do this every Wednesday at 9. Not this, I do something every Wednesday at 9. Be awesome to have you back. And thank you for your support. I hope to see you around sometime, okay? Alright, and hey, you know what else we can do? We could drop it in right here. Boom, bitch! We'll do that again right here. And maybe at the third chorus too. There we go. And by the way, I'm gonna just go in here and fix these notes aren't right on the first time. They should be those notes, because the chorus repeats twice but only goes to this chord on the last time here. So let's hear what we have from the beginning. We'll let it play out for a bit. This is a lot of fun. We can crank that up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Let's try again. Nothing wrong with a little bit of volume. It was cooler than I thought. This instrument is just so incredibly inspiring. And people always talk about hardware synths as being inspiring, and they are great. But to be honest, I've been more inspired by this instrument than any of the instruments in this room. And the cost of Undercurrent is about 1/10 the cost of most of the synthesizers in this room, at least. Actually, that might have been a hopeful estimate on my part. Oh god, it's so fucking beautiful. All right. I think we could use some strings on chorus too, because it sounded good right there, like not too over the top. Love how the hi-hats come in there and start building the energy. Wish I had played that fucking note in time though, that would have been cool. Still ahead. Also, actually, might have... Oh yeah, here. If I change these to preserve PDC, that'll help. God, that's beautiful. Yeah, we should have some strings come in right there. I'm gonna turn the that lead off. For the bridge here, because actually here I want to bring in a little bit of a lead, a keyboard lead here, right about here. Like give it a little bit of space to breathe, and then so you guys can see it. Give it some space to breathe, and then do some sort of lead solo-y type thing here. This should be over here. Let's do this. Hopefully I didn't cause any issues. Yeah, these are all should be pretty good. Good. Good.
Wild ass.
Hey! June Baby G, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. All right, let's unmute this for the verse. Maybe we'll leave it muted. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I appreciate it. Hey, welcome to the stream, June Baby. Brian, how's it going? What's great about this instrument is you're clearly moving quickly through this composition without losing your creative energy working with the sounds. I mean, that's what's so incredible about Spectrasonics, right? Is, you know, you could spend all day making one of these sounds. And so far, we've been able to get by pretty well without having to even edit the sounds all that much, except maybe a little bit here and there, but basically leave the sounds unedited because the scenes are so useful, but the controls are so great. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so good. I mean, I love it. And I mean, just the beauty here is just out of control. All right, I think we need some strings for chorus 2. So let's open up another instance of Undercurrent. We're up to 6 now. I put 10 in the project. That's just a number I picked. We might not use all of them, honestly, because there's so much amazingness to each sound that I don't really feel the need to really have too much. All right, we stopped at Axe. We only got to the 3rd patch when we were picking out a pad sound. So let's go to Absent Soul and see what we can do here. Beautiful, but dark. I'm looking for some strings. Kind of like analog strings. Let's try Cloud Forest. I want to hear what Nikki wants to hear. This is beautiful, but really slow. I need to be able to change chords faster. Oh, a little side chaining. Wow, that is out of control. I like the first one. That's my favorite sound there. Desolate plateau, but scroll down. But it's slow. Let's roll for Nikki here. Curtis Resonance. Ooh, very vintage. Oh, this could work. What about up here? It's pretty good, baby. I could do it. I could do it. Let's check out Nikki's Desolate Plateau. Interesting. It's almost like an organ. We'll check out Liquid Majesty in a second, Nikki. You can change the ADSR right on the screen. Just speed it up. Yeah, I could do that, Matt, and that's probably what I should do. However, I'm still just playing through hearing some of these sounds for the first time. So, and the scenes are so useful. A lot of the times they've anticipated. Some of the scenes are like short, some of them are slow. They're really good, so I'm just playing around for a second. Ooh, that's vintagey. Full of remorse. Halcyon Dust. The Curtis Scene 1? Yeah, let's go to, what was that? Resonance or vibration, Nikki?
Wild ass.
Hey, Matt, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. All right, let's go. What else do we have? Impaired pad. Ooh, that one's great. It's really crazy. Good work. It's a little slow, but we could fix it like Matt was saying. I think this is my favorite so far. Liquid Majesty, here we go, Nikki. Well, it's really good. Ooh, it's strings AF. I kind of want to use it just because Nikki picked it out. Oh, and you can get the octave in there. Wow, they got a really fast one. I kind of like the first one here. What do you guys think? Scene 1 of Curtis Resonance. Ooh, this one's very good too. Shining Darkness. Ooh, Shining Darkness is good too. Hey, how's it going, Brian? All right, let's, I'm gonna go out of the custom controls here and see how it's down an octave. I'm gonna just bump that up an octave. Oh my God, that's like that's that Blade Runner shit. Oh yeah, we're gonna use Liquid Majesty Scene 1. It's just too good. One, because it's amazing, it sticks with my Poseidon's Lullaby, for sure. I've been listening through my headphone speaker and just plugged into headphones. Yeah, you need to be listening on a good system to really appreciate how incredible it is. Shining has alien vibes for sure, but I think I want to go with this. Opens the filter and adds vibrato. Real quick, let's check that out. Oh, you can, yeah, you really can. I haven't even been fucking with the mod wheel. I apologize, guys. I don't have the I apologize button tonight, because too much going on with the technical side, but... Alright, so we're going to be playing what chords? I could play them like this. Or I could play like... Let's open up the chorus here. Why don't we go find chorus 3 will work fine. I'm just going to loop that. And we can hear how it sounds with the different voicings of how I play it. So I'm going to skip over to the JD800 so you can see what I'm doing. I appreciate it, Ryan. Thank you, sir. Okay. I'm going to save. Haven't been saving enough. What's going on here? Baseline is not right there. Let's just go back to chorus 2 where it is right. Like, something's not right. There we go. Let's try this out. I think it sounds better. It's hard to say. I don't know, do you guys have an opinion here? So if you can't tell, what I'm doing is I can play the chords with the third note of the chord up an octave or in between the first and the fifth. And it's a little bit of like a trick I use. I use it a lot, actually. But I'll play it without the music here real quick so you can hear what I'm doing. Or I could play it like this. You know, something like that. But although it, like, just, if you had to hear one or the other, it would sound more epic if I put the third up. The thing I'm worried about is that it might conflict with the vocals too much, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense? Longer notes in the upper register might help. How's it going, Derek? Welcome to the stream. We're fucking around with Undercurrent. Let's see, I'm gonna play through it again. Could fuck around with that a little bit. I'm still a little bit... Adds a little bit of complexity. Alright, so what I'm thinking I'm hearing you say is that when we get to chorus 2, when the pad comes back in... Okay, I hear you, Jackie, and I agree. I think I'm going to keep it simple now, and we'll do some more upper register stuff when we get to chorus 3. I think you're a smartass, bitch. Pitch bend it. Oh yeah, well if I did a lead, you could absolutely do some, you know... That would be awesome. Little of that Blade Runner shit. God, it gets me every time. So we could even layer in some Liquid Majesty later on, perhaps. But anyways, what I was aiming to do for this part of the song was record some motherfucking strings. So why don't we just do that? Where do we decide? Where are the chords? Here? All right, that should be good. I should be able to play those without horrible crappiness. I more or less played that good enough, I think. Let's go open up that MIDI file here. And look at it. In this case, I will quantize these. I didn't mean to do that. What is it? This button? How the fuck do you quantize? There we go. I'm good, I swear, guys. Okay, we'll do that. And in this case, I think it sounded better when there was a little gap. And like halfway through playing it, I was like, damn, I wish I had left more of a gap. And the velocity on a couple of these are a little low. So why don't we just bring this up a bit and see if we can get them all. That's way too high now. Kind of in the neighborhood here. Get these two notes up. This note up. This note up. Definitely when I was playing the second chord, it was, my finger strength wasn't as good because it wasn't as easy of a chord. Yeah, it did bend really nicely. I think we're going to have to add that pitch bend shit in. I think that's going to be a thing that has to happen. We have a lot going on here. Let's turn this off and let's turn this down a bit. All right, so what I'm doing is adding the octave in, maybe halfway. I think that's sufficient. I think that's a good use of the strings there. Let's hear it again, maybe from the beginning of the verse. Yes, Derek, so I'm using Sitala. It's a free drum sampler, Sitala, that automatically maps in Reaper. That's why I use it. It's awesome too. Let's add a little release. That adds a little bit more tail to the sound. We'll make it a little faster by bringing the attack, so it comes in a little bit more. See what happens if we add some noise. We don't really need it for the sound. Let's try the chorus. I think we gotta go with that, right? Add a little bit more time to the echo there. Maybe I'll turn the velocity sensitivity down a bit. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's increase the high pass a bit. I'll leave it off. I can't really make a good judgment call on that right now. But it's a beautiful, beautiful string sounds, just out of control. So to finish my thought there, Derek, I'm using Sitala. I'm using some Bushido drum samples. I'm using some mode impact sample stuff to kind of get like some of the more witchy vibes in there. But if you want to know how I do drums, the best thing would actually in the link, I always say that wrong. In the description of the video, there's a link to a video on how I did the drums for another song, and it goes through my whole process, what I usually do. Some things have changed over the past few years, because it's been, I think it was 3 years ago that I did that video. But generally speaking, that'll get you like 90% of my process on drums. So you can check that out later if you want to see how I did the drums. And this song, it's more or less the same. Oh, I see Jackie's beat me to it. Brighten up the piano line a bit to cut through. Maybe I should. Let me see what I have here. So I don't really want that melody to stand out too much. Just to be there in the verse, because we're going to add more and more. I think even maybe just turning it up a bit will be sufficient. Well, I don't like it too much. We'll see if there's a... We could add some drive. A little drive actually kind of helped. Give it a little cut. Yeah, kind of helps a bit. But yeah, I don't want it to be too in your face, you know, because the melody repeats a lot. I kind of want it to be something of a background element. That's true. I am using Waves Factory Quantum on most of the drum layers, but it's actually more than just for transient shaping. So for instance, all the reverb you're hearing on the drums, let's just listen to the drums real quick here. All the reverb you're hearing on the drums is actually not the transient of the drum. It's only the sustain of the drums that's being fed through quantum. So I'm going to solo this real quick. So all of that reverb that you're hearing, I could use a little bit of high pass filtering here. All the reverb you're hearing, and I'm gonna turn the bass down a bit, is just from the sustains of the drums, not from the transients. Because normally when you slap a drum transient through reverb, it like blows it up in kind of an ugly way. And there's just a really interesting difference when you only put the sustain of the drums through the reverb. So kind of a cool trick that you can do in a plugin like Quantum that you can't do with just normal processing. Having said that, there's a lot of cool tricks that I do with reverb that you can't do in Quantum. So I kind of used, because I just got Quantum, I was like, well, I'm going to use it on this track to sort of learn it. But I will say, if you don't have Quantum, you don't need it. You could just use any reverb plugin and get similar results, especially if you use a little sidechain compression. Clean it up. There we go. Sorry, the echo is actually just getting crazy. Like the space of the thing was so big and meaty and giant, which sounds great on its own, but we have so many layers going now that it's just getting congested sounding. Okay.
That is one seriously perverted bitch.
Bucksnod, thank you very much for the $6.66 donation. I really appreciate it. Your support makes it possible for me to make videos like this. I have to tell you guys, I do get YouTube ad revenue, which I have you guys to thank for you guys help me get to that 4,000 watch hour a year mark. But your donations and merch sales are the primary way in which this channel exists and enables me to be able to continue doing this every Wednesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time. And so I really appreciate you guys. So thank you very much, Bucksnot. Awesome. And Brian, I want to say too, I could add some more octaves to it. However, one thing that I didn't mention is I eventually want to put vocals on this song. Like I want to actually have the song have vocals. And so for that reason, I'm going to leave a little bit of the upper mids kind of empty so that when I add the vocals, we have, some space there. Anyways, verse 2, we can finally get to the arpeggiator, which we've been talking about for a bit. Here my voice is getting a little growly. Have a little bit of licorice tea. So why don't we go find ourselves a really beautiful arp? And why don't we save too before I'm an idiot and crash this gosh darn computer? So let's go to Sonic Extensions, Unclean Machine. And not Unclean Machine, what am I doing? This is about Undercurrent. There we go. And we can go to ARP and BPM here, and we can see some of the stuff that we could use in this neighborhood. Wow. That's like way too intense. I kind of want like a little high, little chimey thing, you know what I mean? A little one of... Ooh, this is closer. Oh, God, I hate how fucking great every patch sounds. Let's try some of the other scenes. Oh. All right, I'm gonna need votes for which scene is best. All right, so I think it's 1 or 2 on this patch, but we should try some other ones because I can't just keep picking the second or third patch. Like, we're supposed to be exploring this thing. It's just so good. Arps, what a time to be alive. Yeah. Scene 2? Scene 3? Interesting, June, baby. Got a little... I do like scene 3 as well. What about if I play it up an octave? That might be a little too high. All right. So 2, 3, 1 or 5. So we got some Nikki, June, and Matt. We've got some differing opinions here. That's okay. Let's try some of these other ones out. Ooh, this one's really cool. Listen to the reverb, the way it pulses in and out. Wow. God damn it, they're so good. Oh, did scene 2 have a swing on it? Interesting. I should mention that the drums are swung in this song by 25%. Okay, muted pulsation 2 sounded really cool. God, there's so many good ones. All right, let's go back to Dream Travel and try scenes 2 and 3 real quick. Oh, it's going to be so brutal to make a decision. All right, let's try a couple more, but we're getting close. There's so many good ones. Oh no, there's another beautiful one. Pensive key strums? Oh, it's beautiful too. Muted too. Needs to be simple. I agree, I don't want it to be too busy. Really cool. This would be cool for like a completely different song for the bass. Analog Sunset Pulse. Bad Intentions. Me and the ladies. Wow. Very cool. Okay, but I think we can get to a decision on what was the best dream travel? And I think we all thought muted pulsation 2 was good. Or at least I did. So why don't we, real quick, why don't we close this? And I'm going to jump to the chorus here and pull this back up and just try playing it and see how it sounds in the track. This will obviously have to be quantized. Interesting, I always expected that one to be like the killer. But let's go to Dream Travel and see how 1, 2, and 3 sound. That sounds very good. Wow, that one's beautiful. Wow. Oh, shit! Are you kidding me? All right, I'm sorry, guys. Dream Travel 3, it has to be. That one just like got me right in the fucking heart plate. I know, FD. I know. Ridiculous. I love it when you get those like happy accidents too, you know. In this case, I don't actually have the room to play it, so I have to go and bump the octave up. That's always on the main page here. So let me hear. 3 is just out of control. But what was interesting is that it sounded really good over the chorus chords, which I wasn't expecting the harmony to work out that way. Let's see, right now I'm just playing 2 notes. I'm not even playing a whole chord. Let's try it with the 5th. That was out of control. Awesome. So what I'm playing is, so this is a G minor chord, but instead of doing that, I'm actually, instead of playing the G, I'm playing A here, and then dropping to the G minor. This is with the A. Which is a very sad thing on its own. But when you put the lower chord in here, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to play over the verse though. So let's go look at this real quick. I actually don't think I need to do much except hold down this chord here. Could change it up, but there's just something so hypnotic and gorgeous about it. And then when you finally let go and pull in that next chord up here where I put the A in, right here, and then drop G minor over the top. God damn it. Let's see if I can throw a chord in at the end here. Oh, yeah, that's great. If I play an F minor. So what I'm doing here, by the way, guys, I mean, I could go on and on about harmony, but what I'm doing is I'm playing an F minor over a D minor chord. So it's an F minor, but really what you're hearing is over F minor, or I'm sorry, D minor, which gives a different sound. Yeah, Derek, I agree. So again, I kind of don't like Arps, but this one is so like my heartstrings. Ooh, that's a good idea. Why don't we actually try editing that? Okay, so everybody remember pattern 2. that's the secret sauce. But we can try the different ones. That one's a lot less busy. But I don't think you get all of the notes in that one. That's triplet time. Which could work. All right, another thing you can do, so I think pattern 2 is the best one, but there's these 3 buttons right here. These actually change the time division. So right now, if I set it to this, it changes the clock speed. So this will play at halftime. So why don't we just check real quick and see how that sounds? Just in case it's better. What do you guys think? It's definitely less busy. However, I kind of miss the energy of the thing, so I'm going to play it with the back to the original clock speed. You love the halftime? The people have spoken. I just like that da-da at the top there. I like the energy of the original too. Oh, it's tough. Let's go back to pattern. Let's go back to the halftime and see how it sounds. Got 3 votes for halftime and 1 for... I think chaos reduction and the fact that everybody's voting... Oh, for sure, FD. Well, part of it is that I'm a human being playing an ARP, and so you almost never get those in perfect time. Like, once you fix the quantizing, it would be better. Real quick, let's go up an octave on my key bed here. Let's see. That's too high. And I don't have an octave button. God, they're both good. It's a tough decision. Let's try again. I don't know, I gotta... I think... Oh. It's so good. Wait, I can fix this. What's the time on this? I bet it's a D. Let's just bring the echo down a bit. If I bring the dynamics down, does that smash it? Interesting. I don't know what this is doing. You get more chaos, so if I smash the dynamics... You get more noise. All right. How do I save this? To define your own scenes, right-click on any scene button and select Capture Scene. The free scene is intentionally left blank for this purpose. Note that captured scenes must be saved in a user patch or within a host project. So if I just right-click on this and I capture this scene, now we have scene 6 here. So we can actually now compare the changes I've made to this patch versus what scene was that? Wait. No, it was 3. And this is more cleaned up, hopefully. All right, let's capture this scene and compare it to 3. So this is the original sound. A lot more ambience and running around. Here's with the decay down and the echo down. It cleans it up quite a bit, actually. Yeah, it's very hard to know. Let's listen to just the echo. Oh yeah, it is just a pitch shift. The echo really doesn't clean stuff up too much, so we can kind of put that back to approximately where it was and just see what we think about this. But I can't help it, but I feel like I gotta go with the double time. It just, there's something about the way that note comes in. That little thing, it's just... It is out of time, but we'll fix that, okay? Then again... Oh god, now I'm second guessing myself. Everybody said halftime was better. I mean, halftime's good. Alright, let's try it again. Fuck, sorry guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the double time, but I'm gonna record it and quantize it and see how it goes. Let's see here. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's go over to the JD800. Headphones are fucked up. I had a defined area here. Whatever, that was sufficient, I think. So you guys can see what I'm doing. See, I accidentally had this looped over here. That's okay. So we'll just select these scenes, what is it, Alt-Shift-T? There we go. And get rid of this division here, we don't need it. And now what we will do is, we don't need this either. Let's go in and clean any of the MIDI here. And then, yeah, it all looks good. Right now, so the difference in how this will sound, so let's listen to this real quick with my, like, not great timing. So you can hear I was really out on that one. If we select everything, and we quantize it, like this, we should get, that looks all pretty good. Yeah, it looks great. So you can see the difference in my timing there. This should lock it into time. There we go. So now you're actually hearing why it sounds out of time is because the line up here that I played at the beginning of the stream is pretty far out of time. And you really hear it more against this element that's locked in. But yeah, I can do this. I like it like this. But let's check it halftime. That's a great thing. We can check it out halftime and see if we get a difference here. Wait a second, let's try this. Wait, what am I looking at? Yeah, here we go, this is what I was looking for. Actually, maybe halftime up with just a different pattern might be the answer to the puzzle. Where did it go? Did I lose it? What happened? What happened, guys? There it is. Something got weird, so let's just reload that patch and see what happened. I don't know. That one sounds really good. Yeah, I think 4 or 5 is going to be what we use. Let's try it on 6. I think I like it just on 4, and I think that FD's right. I think that we get some beautiful high notes, but without the chaos. Oh yeah, sure, I will. Alright, so this is... Oh, I wasn't even on the right fucking scene. God, I'm getting all confused. Let's try this again on 4. Oh, whoopsie daisy. We gotta go put that on halftime. And I didn't save the scene, which it told me to do, so we lost what I did. But basically, it was closer to something like this with the decay down. Let's hear this. I like Miss FD's idea of using scene 3, pattern 4, and I'm going to default. More of you guys voted for the halftime, but not just that. I think in general, clutter isn't good because we're going to keep adding layers. So why don't we stop here for a second, and let's just go back to the intro here, and let's give it a little playthrough and see how things are fucking around. Yeah, 4 at halftime I think was great. Give my ears a second from listening to that Arp. God, that is such a beautiful transition. You can really hear how out of time that lead is now, but whatevs. We'll fix it later. My least important problem right now. Love that little sample. That little guy right there. I know, Jackie, I agree. It's really an Ignacio Longo, second in command at Spectrasonics, who's secretly been kicking ass this whole time, but we didn't know him as well as Eric Persing. And now that he put this out and this is like his signature, it's like, oh wait, maybe I've been a fan of Ignacio this whole time. Woo! Oh, that's plenty of chaos. We don't need any more than that. I'm gonna turn the decay down a bit. That really helps with the chaos too. Compress the strings in here? No, I don't have a compressor built in. I can compress it, don't worry. God, it's so beautiful. I do feel like what I want to do is boost the Arp up on the chorus though. Wow, just out of control. This instrument is so gorgeous. Hey, Hachimals, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we need to move this here. And I'm going to just stretch this out to the beginning of this MIDI item. So we have this little extra space in here. Oh, actually, we gotta stretch it out even further. I was wrong. Why don't we cut this here and just stretch this out. So we have a little variation right when that verse happens. There we go. So that's just, we got this like little undercurrent here. And we might as well do this now. So I'm going to open up the trim volume, which is a great feature in Reaper, which is a automation lane, which enables me to still have control over this relative volume knob. But what I can do is, let's say I could select chorus 2 here. And then by grabbing this knob, I can just boost this up by like, let's say 2 decibels on the chorus, 2.2. See how this sounds? So I'm going to turn it down a bit. I like it kind of subtle in the verses. We'll bring it back down by 2. Yeah, it's in there, but it's not too in your face. But then we can use this trim volume here, a plus 2.2. We'll see if that's too loud. Love it. Just to bring it forward a little bit. Oh my god. What if you doubled the ARP an octave lower? I could do that, but to my ears, at least in my headphones right now, there's already a lot of low mid, especially because like so much of the reverb happens in the low mid. It's got this, I mean, it's still going, this just warm analog character to it. So anyways, I'm going to go select chorus 3 over here too, and just do the same thing. Bring this up by 2.2. That way we have a similar thing. It's a really easy feature for doing this sort of automation. And now this knob is not committed. We can still change this relatively as we go through the track. So we're getting pretty close. I feel like chorus 3 could use some elements to blow it the fuck up, but it's already 11:40. So what I want to focus on next is to get a little bit of a lead going in the bridge here. I want to have a lead happen from here to here, somewhere in this neighborhood. So let's open up another instance of Undercurrent. And we're almost done, guys. I think like for tonight's stream anyways, the really cool thing is that I want to get a killer lead sound so I can do a little soloing, actually play the motherfucking instrument a bit. Because even though it's difficult for me to play in perfect time, I think it is for every keyboardist, I'm pretty good at improv. So we'll see how this goes. Anyways, which category? Might be in keyboards. We haven't looked at it yet, so for no other reason than that, let's go to keyboards and check this out. I'm going to save too, by the way. We've got a few different things here. Let's check some of these out. I'm sorry. Throw some Skyverb on it. Oh, and Derek, that's a great idea. However, I guess my kind of like rules I set out for this was that I was only going to use Undercurrent. So Skyverb coming from Nylon Sky, incredible sounding reverb. But I just wanted to see what it would be like if I only used Undercurrent and tried to stick mostly to the scenes. Yeah. But it's a great, I mean, obviously it would be amazing to throw on this. How much longer are you going to be streaming tonight? Not too much longer. I wanted to stop around midnight. I have a feeling it's going to take me a little bit just to get this lead right. It's probably going to be more time spent me doing passes on the lead on the JD800 just to try to get it locked in. But aside from that, yeah, I'm going to try to kind of wrap this up. And we've got most of the song pretty well sketched out. It might need a couple more layers just to build into chorus 3. But I just want to get the vast majority of it done. And, 2.5 hours have flown by. So anyways, let's see if we can find a cool lead sound. This is a great key sound. Let's see if... Not the vibe I'm going for, though. I want something that's ripping. It's such a shame. I'd really love to spend time just listening to all these keys because they do sound great, you know. But I don't think this is what I'm looking for. So beautiful, but not what I'm looking for. I need a something more in this neighborhood. So let's look. Might be, let's try reality check. Noisy, faded neon. Ooh, this might be where we're looking. Kind of like a synth wavy thing. Analog thickness. Wow, that dark echo is really interesting there on this one, the different scenes. Under Fire is so good. Might work here. So far, I think Faded Neon had the best. If anybody hears something that they really like, go ahead and shout it out in the in the comments. Ooh, this one rips. Brain Space. Coercive X sounds good. Let's check that versus Faded Neon. I think this is the best one so far. Let's go up an octave here. That one's pretty aggressive, but has that like synth wavy thing. That turns into more strings. All right, I think we're all decided on Faded Neon. 4, 1, or 2. That's 4. Go to 2. I think I like 2 over 4 because it's got a little warbly thing. Can you hear how that's a little unstable versus this thing seem more clean? Yeah, that one's more clean. Let's try 1 versus 2. Let's see. So I gotta test this. Versus... They're both good. Let's see how they sound in the context of the song. This is not the right one. Yeah, here we go. I agree, Miss FD. These two patches are just out of control. You like 2 more? All right, I got 2 votes for 2. Let's see on the JDU how high I could go. I don't need to go higher than that. That's sufficient. Let's boost the high end a bit, though. Yeah, I like it. All right, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult than what we've done before, which is I more or less have the structure. Here, I want to figure out more of like a ripping guitar solo-esque lead that I can play. So it might take me a bit to get this one figured out. Poop Dog, welcome to the stream. Dude, what, you like one better? I might be able to split the difference here. Definitely got more distortion. Well, the good news is we can always change the sound actually after I've done the lead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little loop. Whoopsie daisy. I'm going to make a loop that starts 4 before and ends 4 after. That's usually what I like to do for this type of thing. It was definitely more in your face, but this isn't necessarily the most in your face track I've ever done. It's a little bit moody. Why don't we turn it up a bit? Oh, and another thing I'm going to do to this... Well, that was not what I meant to do. I keep using the wrong track. I'm actually going to make this track a little bit more yellow so I can actually see that this is the lead. Make it a little bit more obvious to me. Scroll down a bit. And I'm going to turn it up a bit too. So it's a little loud. I'll turn it down after I've soloed, but that way it's easier for me to kind of have like a... I'm going to try to avoid, using too many pentatonic scales here. That way it doesn't sound annoyingly synth poppy. Anyways, I'm going to swap to the JD. And I'm going to fuck around for a bit with this on loop to try to figure out, okay, approximately what I'd like to do. And we'll figure it out from there, okay, guys? Oh, and what I meant to do was so you can see real quick. I'm going to go into the custom controls. I'm going to go to the main page. I'm going to hit solo and glide and turn these on. And at a maybe about 10th a second of glide. Oh, wait. Not that. What do I want to do? I don't know why that sounds so horrible. I'm not really playing good notes. Maybe. Yeah, that's more natural. Kind of like, so I can do some cool bends too. So that's just a way to modify that. And whoopsie daisy. And make sure that set to solo and everything. Okay. Time to noodle. What's the mod wheel sound like? Here, this is how it sounds. Oh wow, the mod wheel brings in an extra octave. I swear to God, I've been really doing a terrible job of actually showing off all the things that could happen. But yeah, let's give this a shot and see if I can come up with something. And then once I've got like kind of a good riff going, then we'll record it and see if I can get a perfect take, more or less. So this might take a little bit longer, but I appreciate y'all bearing with me and hanging out with me. And you guys are awesome. Definitely fucked that up by fucking with the pitch bender and legatoing at the same time. Alright, that's really annoying actually. I need to get that way tighter. I'm gonna just drop the I'm gonna make the glide about half the length of that. for now. What I need is to leave that envelope open a little bit higher, maybe. We'll try it like this. It's interesting. I'm actually going to move back to scene 1 real quick here. And now that's kind of a little loud, but that's okay. Let's just turn that down. And I'm going to go and just boost the octave up 1. And see this, because I think maybe the edgier thing might help with my playing, actually. Even if it doesn't help me with that, even if we go back to 2. So. I like that a lot better already. I'm going to tighten up this loop so I'm not hearing the chorus. Something like that for the first pass. And then the higher up stuff later. actually not an incredibly long path there, so... All right, we're getting there. Wow, there's an incredibly annoying squeal up there. Kind of get like a guitar feedback type thing there. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I'm thinking that's pretty close. Would be nice to throw some extra notes in to make it more impressive, but like a general structure there. Yeah, something like that. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jackalee. I think that'll do it. I think something like that should do it. I don't think I need to overthink it too much further than that. It's not as ripping as I'd like, but fuck it. It's 12:01 a.m. Y'all got work in the morning. We gotta get some shit recorded. Papa in the house! We will do it again. Woohoo. Appreciate it, Poop Dog. Get in there. I wouldn't mind getting that pitch bend kind of figured out better. It's a weird, hey, how's it going, Hando Romper? Welcome to the stream. You'd be surprised. That little shitty pitch bender that you had in all of the vintage Rolands is just terrible. Like, the synth is awesome, but it's much harder than it should be to hit a note. Not making excuses. Maybe I'm making excuses. I don't know. That was pretty close. I want to hear that back real quick, guys. Yes, I can poop dog, but I'm happy with where it is. That's what I'm going to play there. All right, let's try that again. Do it another pass. We're getting real deep here, guys, but this is when it gets good. I just learned that you can do the pitch bend and the mod at the same time, which is kind of cool. That was very close. That's more or less the idea I have in my head. Let's make it look cool, too. It's important. See if I cannot fuck this up. Here's a fucking camera. All right, we'll just start over here. Yeah, I think I want to do... Yeah, something like that, so... I think that's the idea. I think that's it. That's gonna be fucking ripping. Man, Paris Studio, how's it going? Oh my god, that's so awesome. It's pretty interesting that I'm using this as a MIDI controller. idea. Want to get that timing right. Yeah. What if you played the high part in the second half octave lower with the mod wheel up to bring in the higher octave? I could, for sure. It's honestly just difficult. Like, it's more difficult than I would like it to be. Let's see. Like, this thing is rough. Ask Jackie about it. She's got it. That was in the neighborhood of good. Wish I played that right. That was, we're getting there. We're locking it in. I absolutely could, Derek, but again, because I just want to really, like, nail this performance. I hear no dynamics. Is it a musical instrument or a light switch? There's not a lot of dynamics in this particular patch, Studio B Logic. How's it going, by the way? Welcome to the stream. No worries. Had it except for the end there. It's hard to remember to get to that. I know it seems like a snail should have the brain power to figure that out, but I really liked how the beginning of that was. We're very close. Thank you for coming on the journey! Not clean. Forgetting to go all the way up at the top there. You gotta really get shrieky with it. We're so close. I'm glad I could make you laugh, Nikki. That was really close. Let me play that back, just audio. Also, the velocity really got to slam the notes up top there. Let's actually, I know Studio B Logic said there was too much, but let's turn the velocity further down. Even less dynamics, but that's actually what I want in a sound like this. For now, while I'm playing it, you can always crank it back up later. That was, we were getting there and then we weren't. Let's just record from here. That was not what I was doing before. Remember to play that note with my fucking thumb. Nope, let's just get that right. Let's just get that right. We're almost there, guys, I promise! Was that it? Was that the fucking take? I don't know. That was really close. That was really, really cool. That was pretty much it. I feel like I might have a slightly better one in me, but that we're gonna save that in case I need that. What about that one? What about that one, bitches? Let's listen just to the tail half here. This is take one. This is take two. Let's listen to take two from the start. I'm dragging slightly. We're close. Don't worry, I'm saving it, but I think I got it in me. Why did I change anything? That was a wasted take. Let's move these out of the way. They're stressing me. All right, there we go. Yeah, it was really good. How did I already forget it? What was that? How did I forget what I just played? Weird. We've got a good take. Worst case. Was good. Let's listen to that, guys. Let's hear how that one sounds. I think that might be it. The pitch bend on the A sharp is throwing me off, yeah. I think I might go with that one. There's a couple of things I could clean up in the MIDI, but let's compare it real quick to take two. So we're gonna call that take three. think take 2 is the best. I'm like a little behind on time there, but I'm willing to live with it because I can just bump that forward in MIDI. I think we're going to go with take 2. I really like this one. It feels really good. I'm going to keep take 3. I'm going to just mute it. So let's go back to Reaper here. So let's jump in here and we can see what's going on in the MIDI. And let's go play what we have. I'm going to turn the click track on just so it helps me find the timing. It's really clean, that whole section. I'm actually going to drag this note out a little bit. I'm going to cheat it so we get a pitch bend to that high A there. All right, so that's where there's an issue. So I could just bring this here and see what happens. Something like this. Let's just bring that there. All right, so I'm gonna just get rid of that bad note there, and let's just zoom in here and just tighten these guys up a little bit. What are these eighth notes? Save, by the way. I'm just gonna... bring this in. We're cheating. Guys, you can watch it happen live right in front of your eyes. I am cheating these notes. Get rid of that note. We don't need that. Let's see how this sounds. Perfect. All right, so let's back this off. Let's listen to it again from the beginning. I think that fixed it. Jackie. And yeah, I love it. What we'll do is I'm going to go into trim volume here for this layer. And right on this high note here, we're going to, let me make this visible for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to scoop out that, this note. So what I'm going to do is select the thing and set point shape to fast start. What that's going to do is change the shape, the curve here. And I want to get that out of the way pretty quick because there's going to be a verse that comes in. So I don't want it to like eat up too much space. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's sufficient. That's all I wanted to do there. Just kind of get it out of the way for the verse. So wow, guys. I think we got something pretty close to a completed song. Much more done in a short period of time than I've ever done before in my life. I'm going to just copy this over here real quick. And I knew on the last outro what I wanted to do is actually just have it stay on the last note and not have that chord change in there. So I'm going to just change this real quick on in here. Just do it by MIDI. If I need to, I'll re-record some footage of me playing that. This is just here in case I needed that third take. So we've got the full song here, more or less. I should copy this over to chorus 3. I feel like there could be some room for some more in here. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you appreciating my vids. I do some sort of stream every Wednesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time, by the way. Yeah, this was like songwriting any percent for sure. And so there's one more thing that I wanted to do tonight before we call it quits. And it's sort of as a thank you to everybody who's stuck with me through this whole stream, because I know it's been a little bit longer than normal. But there's a trick in Reaper I've never shown it off before. So if you hold Control-Shift-M, you can open up the track manager, which lets you do some interesting things. You'll notice that, like, right now, I'm hiding my mic bus and my microphone that I'm using to speak by hitting this little dot in the track control panel. So what you can do with that too is you could hide all sorts of things, like this vocal bus and this video here. So now if I unmute this vocal bus here and I open up, I'll add a little bit of volume here because I bet we'll need it. And I just view the video window here, Control-Shift-V. Let's see what happens. Oh, let me turn the click track off here. And let's try this out. Let's see what happens. Thank you, Derek. Shout outs to you guys for hanging out with me tonight.
You lead the way and I follow. The night withdraws.
I'm gonna turn the vocals up a bit.
Coming dawn. Do you believe my shadow will stay behind when I am dead and gone? I am done, but not afraid. When I'm gone, don't let it slip away. Slip away.
Absolutely, Jeff. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much.
I come upon the sacred gate, cross the ridge, and I see the haunted veil fall to the ground, but I can't wait. I have to go, or I know my strength will fail. I am done, but not afraid. When I'm gone, don't let it slip away. I am done, but not afraid. When I'm gone, don't let it slip away. Slip away.
Let's turn these vocals up just a little bit more here. The classic sneak attack. Thank you, PT Logic. I did. Voltception. Hey, Bucky.
The frigid air filling my lungs. This will ensure that it's all not been a waste. The falling snow caught on my tongue. Strange to know it's the last thing I will taste. I am done, but not afraid. When I'm gone, don't let it slip away. I am done, but not afraid. When I'm gone, don't let it slip away. Slip away. Do you believe my shadow will stay behind when I am dead and gone?
That gave me such chills. That was incredible. Holy shit. Thank you, Satsu. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, so I do some comparison videos for sure already on the channel. In fact, if you look in the description of this video, there should be something that says synthesizers and plugins. It's all the videos I've done. It's something like 40 videos on different synths and plugins over the years that I've reviewed. Yeah, that does answer the thought about what I was thinking about for vocals, Ryan. So in an effort to sort of keep this song feeling live, in between not using a sequencer at all, but actually playing all the parts live in front of you guys, I had already recorded the vocals for this song, and it's all in one take. So for me, Vulture Culture has always felt like a project that I wanted to do live, you know, to have it feel live. And electronic music is hard to make it feel live because it's, you know, it's like inherently there's an element of playing things back. But what you guys helped me do tonight is shoot my first music video on my own. So this is the first time I've ever shot a music video without Miss FD, who is amazing, and Michael, who's amazing. We've done a few and they've taught me a lot. But tonight was the first time ever that I have shot a music video by myself. And it's thanks to you guys, everybody who basically made me excited about Undercurrent with how well you guys have supported my channel this past week. It's been out of control. Everybody who came here tonight, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And yeah, I'm really just, this was awesome. I want to do more music like this. I want to do more of this, and I love the idea of doing all the vocals in one take. That was sort of an extension off of, I did a live show last year, and it was fun to have all the vocals on the album basically have been recorded live. And thank you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. I'm definitely going to do this again, Hando. I don't do music every Wednesday because this was a lot of work to get this ready, and especially with the sneak attack vocals, that took a lot of preparation. It's been a hard week. It's been a stressful week getting this ready. However, it couldn't have gone better. Thank you, PT Logic. Thank you, Satsu. Yeah, this for me is a really big moment because all of you guys were a part of this. I mean, you guys even helped me pick the patches and tell me what sounds worked and everything. So you guys all had a part in making this song the next Vulture Culture single. Thank you, Poop Dog. Thank you, Jeff. I love all of you. Nikki and Ryan, of course. Thanks, Mom. It was really great to do this tonight. And like I said, there might be one or two things I change. In fact, I was worried. Oh, it kind of sounded like the bass dropped out on the last chorus, but I think it just needs to get cranked up a bit. But I'm surprised by how well that all came together. So, yeah. I do a stream every Wednesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time. And, you know, this was something really cool that we were able to do together. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found Undercurrent as interesting as I have. That was only 8 instances of Undercurrent. And you could see we barely scratched the surface. I mean, we used just like we only heard maybe like 5% of the patches in this thing. I mean, it was out of control. I love you too, Jackie. This was a lot of fun to do, and I hope to make more music like this in the future where we, you know, all get to experience it together. The process. I've tried to be more transparent about my process too. Instead of it just being like, hey, here's a new album. Instead be like, hey, here's the X, Y, and Z of how we got there. So anyways, guys, I'm going to call it for tonight. I'm going to move over to this screen, and I'm going to play out the song from the intro one more time so you guys can hear it as we close this down. Thank you very much, Miss FD, and thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. It's been such an honor to work with you and to work and to learn from you, and I'm so excited for your new music. By the way, guys, if you haven't yet, click on Miss FD's page, give her a subscription because you want to listen to the new music that she's coming out with. It's awesome. It's my favorite stuff that she's worked on so far, which is saying a lot because Comfort for the Desolate is one of my favorite records of all time. And absolutely, Ryan, I'd love that. Good night, you guys, so much. And I'll see you next week at 9 on Wednesday. Good night.
And I follow. The night withdraws against the coming dawn. Do you believe my shadow will stay behind when I am dead and gone? I am done, but not afraid. When I'm gone, don't let it slip away, slip away. I come upon the sacred gate, cross the ridge, and I see the haunted veil fall to the ground, but I can't wait. I have to go, or I know my strength will fail.